What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you guys doing this fine morning? It is exactly 12:12. Yes, welcome to a new season of Cinetober. Welcome to season 3 of Cinetober. And as you all know, Silent Hill decided to come after me last year after I got rid of the walkers from, The Walking Dead. For some reason, all this crap happens to me. I don't know why, but it has actually decided to come after me and also my good friend Russell here. So now we gotta review some horror movies and prevent Silent Hill. We've got to prevent the other world. We've also got to prevent whatever creatures that represent our struggles, and we'll just see where it goes from there. But in the meantime, the
cats and dogs living together,
mass hysteria. So yeah, we've got this movie, CloverField, for those who can see, or for those who can't see. But let's see what this movie says here. Scary. I don't know about that one.
No.
Delivers the thrills. A terrific movie filled with spectacle and humor. Spectacle. I can't read. I'm in college and I can't read. Sue me. Spectacle and humor. I'll agree with kind of the humor part. A heart-pacing experience with plenty of chills and exhilaration.
Sure, I got goosebumps all over me.
We digress. But yes, I have always been interested in the movie CloverField ever since the movie came out, and my cousin would talk about this movie in depth, and he would be like, "Oh, I heard this movie was good. I heard it was really good," and when he finally bought the movie, we watched it, and I actually really liked it. I didn't think it was scary, but I thought I liked it. But I did like some of the elements in it, and this is going to contain spoilers, so we are going to go into some spoiler discussion. If you don't want to know what happens in this movie, as my good buddy Russell would say, vacate the premises.
Yes, vacate the premises.
Vacate the premises. So yes, basically the movie CloverField is about this guy named Rob who is doing some kind of job in Japan. They never say. They just talk about
prostitution.
Yes, obviously prostitution. I'm not putting this video on Facebook now. But yeah, pretty much it's like him doing some kind of job in Japan. They never actually say. They're he's the vice president of something. So his friends are making this. The whole entire thing this movie is found footage, and they find a way to use the camera in every single scene of the movie. And it's pretty much they're each giving their autobiographies of we wish you luck, we wish you the best time in Japan, we're gonna miss you, yada yada yada. And his brother's sister is throwing the party, and so by the time the party comes, all heck breaks loose. Some gigantic creature that has no origin, has no explanation. My theory was that it came out of the water, something woke it up, and it just decided, hey, why not? Let's say hi to the Lady Liberty and just tell her and just do something that'll just knock her head clean off.
It was the punch.
It was the punch, yes. They never give this thing a name.
Nope.
I think I've even seen a figure at FYE once, and I don't remember what the thing was called. But I did a lot of research on this movie after I watched it. And by research, I mean I YouTubed and Googled stuff. And
everybody's way of finding out things.
And I even went on the DVD and I watched how they made the movie and the design for the creature and stuff. And they said the thing with this creature is it's a baby, and it is lost.
A little baby.
Which, if that's a baby, I'd hate to see what the mother looks like. And that's what the thing was in the videos. They were always talking about, we've got some plans for CloverField 2. And it was the mother is going to be coming to look for her child, and she's not going to be happy. And so I was like, oh, that would be really interesting. Sadly, we never got that. Instead, we got something Cloverfield Lane. I don't remember what the official title's called, but I don't know if that's technically considered a sequel. I've heard that it takes place in the Cloverfield universe, but he thinks that that's kind of an epilogue, which it might be. It's got John Goodman in it. Hey, I've watched it, but we're here to talk about Cloverfield. Now, one of the things that one of my friends told me about this movie was that they said that there is a scene in the movie which I was trying to show him, but we never got to that because friends came in and distracted us. Go figure. And there's a scene where the guy who's holding the camera zooms in, and the guy's brother is on a pole, and he's trying to look at something. And when he zooms in, you can kind of see someone else holding a camera. And so one of my friends was always like, oh, that would be there's rumors that that's what the sequel's going to be. It's going to be just somebody in the same movie, but it's going to be showing things from their perspective. And I thought, okay, that would be kind of cool.
Sounds like a different movie, though.
Yeah, kind of sounds like a different movie. Yeah. But okay, so good things that I liked about this movie. I liked the acting. I liked the design of the creature. I liked it was kind of suspenseful, but it was only suspenseful in certain parts, and that would have to be when they're in the train, or not when they're in the trains. We like trains.
Yes.
When they're in the train station and they're walking through the tunnels, because the streets are covered with people in the military, so they're figuring, hey, let's go underground, because the whole entire thing of this movie is there's a love story, and it is about Rob and this girl who he slept with before the movie actually got really going, and so she showed up, and they were fighting or whatever, and he said something to piss her off, so of course, she calls him after all heck breaks loose and saying, I'm bleeding, there's a lot of blood, Rob, I need you, come get me. And it's like, this sets them off on their crazy adventure. And they even come across the military, as soon as they see them, do they say put the camera down as soon as they see them?
No, they don't.
No, they don't. And
for 5 minutes or more,
they allow him to record, which I'm
in
pretty
a government quarantine facility.
And I'm pretty sure that's not how reality works.
No, it's not.
But he's like, all right, fine, just put the camera down, don't turn it off. Or something like that. Like, he just puts the camera down, and he's like, okay, this is going to be such and such. You've got until such and such to go get her. Get to such and such will take you away. Such and such. So that's pretty much the main plot. And then they're on a time limit to go get her. And also one of the friends die kind of one by one. Like, they do this interesting thing where the guy that Rob's best friend, Hud, what kind of name is Hud? That kind of sounds like...
It sounds like a Subway sandwich.
It sounds like a Subway sandwich, or sounds like a weird last name.
Hey, hey, can I order a Hud, please? What would you like that? Lettuce, tomato, Hud.
And it's got the guy who plays Deadpool's best friend in the movie, which I enjoyed him the most. Mm-hmm. Seriously though, what kind of parent names their kid Hud? That just sounds like you don't like your kid.
I guess they're trying to think of what could possibly be in that Hudson River.
Yeah. But anyways, he's the cameraman, and the whole thing about found footage movies is I like found footage movies. I like the Paranormal Activity movies, but the thing is, at least in the Paranormal Activity movies, they had the camera at different points. Like, yeah, they would have the handheld, but that's not all they would have. They would have that. They would have cameras in the rooms. They would have cameras everywhere instead of just holding the camera. Then they got to Paranormal Activity 4, but that's another story. But
see, my issue is that this. I don't mind it when you shoot it like that,
mm-hmm.
but when you constantly move around the camera, it basically makes it look like you didn't really put that much effort into, shooting the film.
Yeah, they did the same thing with the Blair Witch Project, but the difference is that was a documentary. There was a reason why they had the cameras, which, by the way, we need to watch that. But yeah, at least give a good reason besides, because if a creature's attacking, and also, did you notice that the battery lasted for quite a long time? Because they were filming all night.
That's true.
I just noticed how they were filming all night.
At most, it'd have at least a few hours, not all night.
No, not all night. Heck no, because they never turn the camera off.
No, they
never.
didn't.
And so, they get to the girlfriend's building, which, by the way, the girlfriend's building was slanted, right?
Yes.
It's
like in building. It's like this.
And somehow this building never gives way. I don't know, maybe Ted Mosby created it before. Maybe he gave the designs for some way for a building to never give way. I don't know. The plot demands it. They get into the building and they notice that his girlfriend has been impaled. Now, I'm taking a lifeguard course.
Through the chest.
And I have figured out, or I have learned, that if you have something impaled, you do not remove it until you go to the freaking hospital.
Otherwise you bleed out and die.
Yeah, and they just decide, okay, we're just going to yank you off of this thing, and they take a jacket and tie it around her. She doesn't bleed to death.
And if you notice, there was no blood on the jacket either.
Oh, yeah. Huh. Go figure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the whole entire thing is they're trying to basically escape. And when they do, and the cameraman, when he dies, that's freaking hilarious. They're like, Hud, come on, move! And he's just staring at the camera, and he's just staring with the camera, staring at this thing. But I kind of figure if you're being chased by an animal, or if you come into an animal's territory, it's probably best, A, not to move. No, no, not to run.
No.
Stay still, which pretty much means don't move, or just back away slow. Don't run. Once you're about 100 feet to about 200 or 1,000 feet, then you run.
I think these thoughts were this. What would Sam Neill do in Jurassic Park? What would Sam Neill do in Jurassic Park?
But yeah, like the camera guy gets eaten, or he gets torn up. And when he's getting torn up, notice that the camera stayed in perfect condition. Yes. And when it fell from like a 19-foot fall or something like that, unless like,
it did not break.
No, it didn't break, and it was somehow still running. And even like after they nuke New York, because like that's they nuke the thing because the creature is somehow impervious to pain or impervious to rocket launchers or missiles or whatever.
Apparently.
Yeah, but I mean, like other than that, like the movie's not too bad. The acting's good. The acting's decent. I mean, like there was an interesting thing that like it had the creature had like tiny other creatures on its back, and like when they were in the subway system, like, it ran and jumped on them. I thought that was kind of interesting. They never really go into that a little bit more. I wish they had went into that. But like this movie's not bad. I mean, I would.
It's a good B movie.
It's a good. I'd say a B to a C minus movie. But I'm like, it's like something like if you don't have anything to do, get a couple of your friends together, watch CloverField,
and get the popcorn.
Yeah, and get the popcorn. But yeah, well, I don't know what else. I'm like, for some reason, I don't know why the siren quit going. I mean, crap. Okay, well, because we mentioned that, that means that pretty much the other world is coming, and we've probably got stuff outside our own door that represents our personal struggles, which means we're going to have to go through our own personal version of heck, which might include our very own version of Pyramid Head, which I don't even want to think about that. Oh gosh. Okay, no. But guys, this has been a new episode of Cinetober Season 3. Put in the comments below, what do you think about CloverField? What do you think about the fact that we are going after the other world? And the fact
that and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, hit this video, and if you're upside down, the like button isn't this one, it's this one. Have a good night, guys. It's time to go to Silent Hill.
Yes.